Animals is an Irish-Australian co-production shot in Dublin by Australian director Sophie Hyde. It's based on an acclaimed novel by British writer Emma Jane Unsworth, who wrote the screenplay and changed the location from Manchester to Dublin. Those Irish tax incentives are seductive, as they are anywhere in the world. It's about a friendship between two girls, Laura Holiday Granger and Tyler Alia Shawkat. They live together in Tyler's apartment and they play together. They are party animals. They have menial jobs, but Laura wants to be a writer, but after a decade, she only has 10 pages to her credit. She doubts herself, particularly when at a family dinner, her sister Jean, a fabulous Amy Malloy, announces she's pregnant. When Laura fronts up to Jim for our fee in a pub with a glass of tequila for each of them, a connection is formed. He's an accomplished pianist, and she admires the fact that he's worked on his art, in contrast to herself. But the relationship between Jim and Laura puts Tyler's nose out of joint. She's lost her fellow carouser. She nags Laura to give up conventional ideas of settling down and encourages her relationship with Marty, Dermot Murphy. This little film has grand ambitions, charting as it does the choppy seas of nearing the age of 30 and wondering what the hell you're doing with your life. It's been really beautifully performed by the two leads. Holiday Granger is a true beauty. It's just a pleasure watching her on screen. And she's able to convey the doubts, the hesitations, the wildness of Laura in a completely accessible way. While Alia Shawkat is also a revelation. Her Tyler is complex, eloquent, scathing, and also needy. Sophie Hyde, who's been busy lately producing The Hunty on SBS, directing the final episode, has really brought a freshness to the female buddy story. There's some honest searching for truth in the film. Brian Mason was both cinematographer and editor, and he's done excellent work realising Sophie Hyde's vision.
Well, I didn't think the script always lived up to its, what you call its grand ambition. I thought it was pretty contrived at times and, immersed in a kind of chick lit for a lot of it. But nonetheless, the performances, as you suggest, are absolutely astonishingly good. And the direction here is exquisite. This woman is an absolute major talent. I mean, she lifts some, I think, often quite banal material into kind of wonderland. I mean, she is just extraordinarily skillful and exuberant in her directing style. If this doesn't take her straight to Hollywood, I'd be extremely surprised. I mean, she is just terrific.
We're going to lose another one.
I know.
Hello.
She's just, this is so mature, and its compositions, its mise-en-scène, the direction of the actors, who are both exquisite as well. I mean, they're both fabulous in this.
Isn't she beautiful?
She's extraordinary to look at.
Yeah.
I can't think of any other actress about at the moment who, or Charlize Theron maybe has that kind of luminous quality. I don't know, but she's very witty as well. The other Tyler character I found a bit wearing, but I know we're meant to find her wearing. But she was very wearing, and I thought a lot of the comedy there didn't quite come off all the time.
I liked the way she was written. I really liked it because she is, she's gutsy and out there and scathing
and abrasive. You wouldn't want to have spent too much time with her, I don't think.
But needy,
Yeah,
and
needy.
I mean, I thought that, I think there's substance to that character that I like seeing on screen. Look, I think I really enjoyed this. It's another Australian film by another woman director that I think is really terrific. I'm giving it 4 stars.
Well, I'm going to give it 4 too, even though I didn't like it quite as much. I just was absolutely so impressed with the sheer level of sophistication of this young director.
She's going to love you.
Oh, that's all right. I'm quite pleased.
Do you hear that? It's the non-sound of the suburbs. They sell it as peace, but really it's just death closing in.
How did you get involved with animals?
I was sent the script, and I was sent the script and the book, and I read them both on the same day. I was being sent a lot of stuff at that time, and nothing really resonated. And I had previously generated my own work, and that's what I thought I was going to do. But there was something about the book of animals that just resonated for me. I felt like there was this world that I hadn't seen much of before, that I felt like had been underexplored, and there was a very strong sort of central character that was deeply kind of visceral from her point of view. The story was very much from her point of view, and I was interested in that.
Now tell me about setting it in Dublin because the original story was set in Manchester, I think.
That's right, yeah. And we moved it to Dublin quite late. So it was originally going to be set in Manchester, and that's the film that we developed. We were really struggling to get finance out of the UK, in truth. And it was suggested to me that Dublin might be an answer to this, that the Irish industry there was potential to finance it. And there was a lot of conversation about whether we did Manchester, in Dublin, or sort of made it a generic city, or whether we really embraced Dublin. But then, you go there and you're like, it's dripping in literary references. There's everyone's drinking a lot. It's so gorgeous. And sort of the visual style and the poetry everywhere kind of fed into the movie. So it felt like a no-brainer to relocate it. So we really went into the city ready to kind of find it. And I think the combination of that with this feeling of wanting this dilapidated glamour, this kind of grotty, glamorous life, it revealed itself to us.
One day, you're gonna wake up 45 and you're not gonna know how.
What's it about?
It's about a spider caught in its own web and a woman who rescues it.